Yeah, well, you might be able to look at this National Defense Authorization Act and say it's unconstitutional, but ultimately it doesn't really matter what you think. What matters is what the men in the robes think at the people calling themselves the Supreme Court. And we've seen time and time again where the Supreme Court has looked at some issue that you and I, Mark, would say clearly unconstitutional. I mean, no problem, bald-faced unconstitutional. And they will say, well, yes, this is completely right. This is fine. Our interpretation of the Constitution says that it's totally okay to kick in people's doors in the middle of the night and take them away for having a plant, or whatever. I mean, they back up the state 99 times out of 100.
As long as we call them terrorists, you can do anything you want with them.
Yeah.
Now you have to follow the Constitution when they're not terrorists, but when they are terrorists, you don't have to follow the Constitution. You have to follow the Geneva Convention when people, are at war. But when you're in, when you haven't declared war, then you don't need to.
Right. Or you're taking people's property for private use, completely constitutional, according to the Supreme Court, even though, it seemed like the original intention of the idea of eminent domain was to take property for, supposed public use or